Hello Libras, this is your reading for December 17th through 23rd. So, I'm so glad to have you here. Focus on the cards for me. And Spirit, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, Universal Energy. What would you like for Libra to know for December 17th through 23rd? Please only allow truth, honesty, love, and acceptance within the reading. As above, so below. Okay. So I'm doing my readings a little bit different. You know, I do that from time to time, guys. So the spread is a little different, not the reading. But this weekend I did a how to use a dash of mindfulness PDF. So look that up so you can get the best usage out of it. Because I'm really proud of it and I want everyone to be able to utilize it in the way that's best for them. So, Libra, let's see what we have for you this week. You may have felt like you picked the wrong person to be with. Because you're not feeling seen or fulfilled this week. You're realizing that in your relationship, if you have one, there are chinks in the armor of the relationship. It's not as stable as you thought. And for those of you who are single, you are definitely looking for someone that's worth spending that extra time or energy on, okay? Okay. Seven of Pentacles is about putting in the energy, okay? I feel like there were some problems in the past or some issues that needed to be dealt with, okay? And you're working on them. You're in the process of building or trying to build something more stable, more reliable, happier, you know, within your relationship or your situation. So I start off, I feel like we should start with you not feeling in control of your relationship, okay, or the situation that you're in. You're not feeling in control. You don't feel that happiness that you once felt. You don't feel like you're going in a smooth direction. It feels rough, okay? I do feel like there are some wins. There are some good moments, and that's the reason why you even bother to hold on to this, okay? Is because you do have those wins and you do have those good moments. But it feels to me like you're running out of patience. You're running out of patience because you're really trying to keep things together. And you mutually, if you're in a relationship, want to keep moving. Okay? But what's interesting is you're losing your patience. The High Priestess comes up because maybe there's a secret or your intuition is making you feel like there's something you need to pay attention to. It's just like you don't have that direction, that push, that drive to like you used to. That doesn't mean that you want to get out of it. It just means that you don't have that same drive. It's different. The energy is different, okay? So I feel like you're feeling separated from love, especially with the Ace of Cups being here in reverse. Because things don't really feel stable and it feels like you're spending so much time trying to push things through, trying to work things out, that emotionally you're being drained, right? Yeah, emotionally you're being drained, trying to keep the communication together, trying to clear up situations when they happen. You know, it's just a lot. It just feels like a lot. Okay? you're making decisions to keep your relationship together. Whether you feel separated or they want to separate or there's some instance with separation, you are going to talk yourself back into the relationship, back into the commitment. So it kind of feels like this person is rough on the edge because it feels like whatever the issue was wasn't really solved. It was kind of glossed over. So, you know, you've made a decision. You've made a decision in your whole heart to work it out, okay? And to not let anything come in between you and your relationship or bringing this person to you, okay? So all of the lies or deceit or problems that you may have had, you're going to rush through that. You may be dealing with a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I feel like they have a lot to say. They may get frustrated a lot because of the situation. It's interesting because you have this energy where you're trying to talk everything out. Say your piece and get that other person to understand what it is that you're saying. They are trying to do more action. They are maybe drifting away or putting energy in and trying to put energy into the relationship, but you don't think that they understand you. So the communication is a little bit off this week, but I see both of you have made this decision to work on it or to keep the process moving, which is why the Seven of Pentacles is here, because you're working on it. It's a work in progress and you have to put that investment in. So I do see that there are issues with the foundation of the relationship, but I feel as though that's what you've been trying to work on. You're losing a little faith in that area, and you have been thinking about being single or what it would be like to be single. And if you can do that. So it's interesting because this is someone in particular. You're focusing on, if you were single, how would you handle that? You don't want to be single. You don't want to be separated from this person, but I need to take a moment to think about what life will be like, why I don't want to be single, because things are just so rough that I may have to. It's like you're getting yourself prepared for what could possibly happen in the relationship, okay? You may be starting a new job or a new hobby that could make you some money, okay? And it's taking your attention away from your relationship right now, or away from so much communication, or maybe even being around each other so much, so that way you can come together in a better way. Now, you doing this shadow work on yourself and they spending some time with themselves to get themselves together helps bring out things in the relationship, like fears or inconsistency. So you have to get rid of that fear of not knowing what's going to happen, or feeling like you have to trust your partner, Libra. It feels as though you want to get them to understand more, so then you can feel safe, you know, stepping away or being your own individual people, right? But you don't feel safe there yet. That's the weakness of the relationship, and that's why the foundations need to be worked on. So when I say foundations, I don't mean with the relationship, I mean with yourself, okay? Yeah, you have to come into this with new eyes and new ideas, and in order to do that, you have to work on yourself and they have to work on themselves. You can still be together, but in order to build a more solid foundation, you have to be a solid brick and they have to be a solid brick, you know? Yeah, they're telling me to leave that there. So I feel like if you're in a relationship, you feel mentally separated in this relationship. And there needs to be some give. So you're still going through it, huh? Alright, Libras, let's take a moment to inhale divine knowledge through opening the heart and mind. And exhaling the old issues, conflicts, and struggles of the week. Empathy. Empathy is about thinking of the other person's feelings as well. Okay? Not only yours, but also having empathy for your own feelings and how you feel. It's not fair for you to have to push your feelings down. That's not working on you. That's just ignoring the situation. Which is interesting because I feel like if it's something that you have been doing, it's going to catch up to you. The energy is getting so tight in that particular situation that it's time for you to face it. And there comes a time in this week where you realize you have to face your emotions. You have to face what is happening, or you're going to explode. You know, it's not healthy for the relationship or yourself for you not to do that. Okay, so let's see. Children. There could be a child involved. Okay, you have to think about the children. So now at this point, this is the main message I'm getting from that. You have to step out of yourself, okay, and realize that you may have set in your mind what is law to you, okay, and that's fine. But sometimes you have to sacrifice just a little bit in order for things to work out or for the greater good. You're still working, you're investing. You have to make new investments. You just don't make one investment and say, we're going to keep this together and then just keep going on that. It has to be new investments. We're going to work on this. The first thing we're going to work on is communication. Tell me how you feel. Why do you feel this way? Why are you sad? You have to talk to me, you know? And you have to listen as well and not just talk, okay? Because I see two people doing a whole lot of actions, okay, to get the relationship or the emotions stable. One person lied or did something deceitful, and I feel like the other person is trying to recuperate or let that go. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. So thank you so much for listening, Libra. I will see you next week for more self-discovery. Love and light to you. Bye-bye.